Hello, it's Edwin here,
And Ruiner?
and this is episode 8, right?
Yes, I do believe
Yeah,
so.
it's episode 8. Look before you sleep. And I have to say, I really like this episode. It only focuses on 3 ponies, none of which are Rainbow Dash, but that's all right because it focuses on ponies I really like nonetheless. It focuses on Pinkie Pie, it focuses on Fluttershy, and it focuses on Derby Hooves.
Well, mostly 2, really.
Okay. I actually see this more Applejack's way than I do Rarity's.
Just take the broken limbs down, Rarity.
Honestly, don't understand what Rarity was doing here. The point was to knock him down and...
You see, that's destructive, and I'm gonna see just from my point of view, things like that just really don't click in Rarity's mind. She's a fashionista. She's creative. To her, the word destructive isn't really a word that comes into her vocabulary that often. She sees something, and rather than taking it down, she thinks of how she can build it up and make it better. Which, honestly, I have to admire because I'm not very good at that myself. I'm much better good at breaking stuff. Like, whenever I work at my donation place, whenever we get stuff in that's really easy to break, like vases and stuff, and it's not sellable, I always make sure I'm the one to go and smash that stuff.
Yeah, but she took a broken tree branch and was putting it back.
It just doesn't make sense.
No,
But like I said, like, it's not practical. But then again, that's one of Rarity's flaws and part of her charm is that sometimes she's not practical. She's more for the glitz and glamour, and as much as we'd all, Mike, I know I would like things to be more practical and tactical, but sometimes you gotta have a little bit of glitz and glamour. So, there's a bit of requirement for both sides of this story here.
Mm-hmm.
So what we need now here is a white pony with a cowboy hat, and Applejack's main style. That's a unicorn.
Applejack's means...
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, mane and tail style for Applejack. A white pony that wears a cowboy hat and is a unicorn.
Yes. And
Isn't
that to both Applejack then?
I don't know.
Or do you mean Rarity's main style?
Yeah, I am more retarded with my talking voice.
Because you're saying a white...
Yeah,
a
white pony, yeah.
With the hat.
What the fuck is wrong with me? I have to cut out my tongue.
Those huge eyes on Applejack's adorable.
Aw.
Not adorable. Just adorable.
Here we come to the intro again. I'm not very good at working YouTube on a PS3, so I don't bother skipping, and it gives us more time to talk anyway. So, I actually like it's kind of the staple of the whole episode, but I just really like how it's just these two opposites are stuck together like this. They play off each other so well, because of how different they are. It's a very good epitome, and ironically, Twilight, who's the main character, is kind of more or less a set piece in this episode to those two.
These two remind me of some people, a pair of people.
I can't think. What are you talking about?
The whole two opposites working together.
No, I know, but I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, well, I don't think you know them.
Oh, okay.
They just started making videos on YouTube. So
no, I don't think I've heard of them. I can't keep up with YouTube, but I don't follow these people. Wait a minute. I know who you're talking about. The Game Grumps.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I knew it. I am so smart.
I mean, just think about it. It's all in the intro.
I know, right?
Hey, I'm Grump.
I'm
not so Grump. See,
I-
exact opposites.
I know, right? Not like us at all.
Exactly.
I mean, I am just like my buddy Ruiner here. I am quiet, and I am reserved, and I am dignified.
And I never shut up.
Mm-hmm. He'll be doing most of the talking during these things, so, just get used to that. You'll learn to bear with it. I do. Oh, what kind of royal business could Spike be doing that requires him rather than you? Aren't you supposed to be like the princess's envoy or something? Like you're her top student, but don't you think Celestia would want you as opposed to your pet?
Maybe it has something to do with dragons.
Actually, if anything, I'm willing to bet that Spike's a good secretary and whatnot. I bet you he knows a lot of laws and things.
Maybe.
He could. I'm sure if we're taking that show aside and just in the fanfic world or everything, on his own, Spike could probably be a politician.
I wonder how many other things Twilight has read about that she wishes she wants to do.
I know, right?
And by the book.
I like that this thing done by Squeaking On. It's a Doctor Who's thing where Doctor accidentally brings home a fairy, and it makes Twilight all crazy and turned on to the Doctor. And she tries to seduce him, and she goes, "Don't worry, Doctor. I've read books about this."
I think you showed me that.
Yeah, I played that for you once, and I just love the Doctor's response. "You shouldn't have those kinds of books." I love the Jam Jar as a Doctor. He's a great Doctor. Oh, it's Smoozgoo or Smoozoos.
No, isn't it Umber's glue or something?
I don't know. Obviously I'm not a chick. I don't do all the crap that they do, but I've never understood the concept of having mud on your face.
I'm sure there's a reason. What I don't understand is the cucumber in the
Yeah,
eyes.
that I don't get either. I know Rarity said it has something to do with opening pores and whatnot, but it's just mud. If that was the case, when I played soccer in my youth, I got mud all over my face. How come I am one ugly bastard?
I'm sure it's special modes that they use in the spas.
You see, that's one thing I hate is, all these people who really like all these exfoliating salts and whatnot they put on. Those salts are gathered in a third world country by people who do that job and they don't live to see like 25 because the job they do is so dangerous. Just so you can look pretty for 30 minutes.
Sounds Applejack being adorable.
Oh. Yeah, I can't really decide between the two which one I like more.
Applejack and Rarity? Or?
Yeah, because we all have that favorite pony.
Yes.
But all the others still aren't on that list of ponies we love because they all have their own unique charm. But I have a hard time kind of choosing one over the other with the exclusion of Rainbow Dash. Between these two, I have to say it's dead even.
For me?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, well, for me, it's Fluttershy, very top. You couldn't guess.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a tie between Applejack and Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other three are tied for third.
Okay. Dash.
So it's a pyramid for me.
Alright, Dash is at super top for me.
Yeah.
Dash is at 30,000 feet going Mach 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then behind her, believe it or not, I would have to say Fluttershy.
Really?
Yeah, I like Fluttershy.
Got a lot of Fluttershy.
Oh yeah, and then it's a dead heat for Applejack and Rarity, and then Pinkie Pie. I love Pinkie Pie, and then Twilight at the back. I mean, no offense to Twilight, she's the main character and all, but I think that's why she's at the back of my list is because as much as we all love the main six, the other five are playing a fiddle to her. They are there to help her, but I just think that they kind of do more than Twilight does sometimes. And Twilight gets more recognition and accolades for the saving of Equestria when she clearly has a lot of help. And I kind of feel like they've all been passed over for that. I mean, think about it. They all helped save Equestria and reunited Luna with Celestia. How come there aren't a bunch of ponies coming to buy apple cider stuff? And how come not a lot of ponies, except with the exception of a few celebrities, aren't coming to Rarity's Carousel Boutique? And how come people aren't coming to buy animals from Fluttershy's little petting zoo pet shop thing? And I know I can exclude Pinkie Pie because everyone comes to her for parties because she has a well-built reputation.
For a second, I thought your TV went out legitimately.
Oh no!
It wouldn't have mattered. The recording would have still been going. But,
oh yeah, but still.
But yeah, I was like, the fuck.
Spooky storms. I love storms.
As do I. Good sleeping weather.
I like to watch storms. If it's a really intense thunderstorm, I love to watch it. If it's just rain, I'll sleep to that.
Isn't it the
The headless horse? Yeah, that scares Hulu.
Yeah, but no. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of Team Fortress 2. During the Halloween, there was I don't know if they do it every year, but like during Halloween, they have a little special Halloween map where there's like all these special things going around, and at certain points during the match, a special monster will pop out and like start killing everyone, going after everyone.
Nice.
And then pretty much what you're supposed to do is stop fighting each other and work. Both teams work together to kill the special monster.
Or last one left standing alive.
Yeah, and one time the special monster was the horseless headless horseman.
Nice.
So it was just a dude. It was just a headless dude running around.
Actually, where I used to live in New York, I lived in Chester. Right next door to that is Orange County, and that's actually where the Headless Horseman myth. That's where Sleepy Hollow is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like right in my backyard, quite literally. That was cool.
Mom, Dad, no.
Yeah, it's very true here. Why are Mom and Daddy fighting?
Mom, do you two not love each other anymore? That was the look on Twilight's face. Like she was just like so concerned.
Yeah, I know, right? You know, we've been talking a lot about the main six and whatnot, and our top favorite of the main six, but you know, I'm gonna ask now, of all the non main six ponies, who are your favorites?
Non-six?
Yeah, just that's what I call them, the non-six. You name one that's just a canon MLP character.
I know what you mean, but like I was just making sure you
Yeah.
you're right.
I know what I'm saying.
No, yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm making sure I know what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's right. You're hearing what I'm saying because that's what I'm saying, so you can hear it.
All right. That dress though first.
All right, start your list.
She even did her hair.
Oh my god.
Darn. I was gonna try to delay it, but all
What?
right. So like, how many?
Just pick like say your top. I don't know, 6.
Top 6?
Yeah, top six of non-main 6 that are 6 that have top 6.
Derpy, Octavia. What's his name? Tap Baked Apple. What was his name?
Dr. American.
No, Thunderlane's younger brother.
Oh, Rumble?
Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble. He's cool.
That's 4, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And
This is so awesome.
Luna. And
Poor Twilight. While you're thinking Twilight's getting assaulted here.
oh, they use feathers to stuff the pillows.
Yeah, you don't see that much these days.
No.
I've seen it in a few pillows. But clearly, I think Rarity kind of cheated stuffing them pillows with her magic. That's not how it works, bitch. Okay, my list then, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
Vinyl and Tavy are like dead heat there.
Yeah.
Then another dead heat is a 3-way. This one, Derpy, Dr. Dinky. Gotta have them. So, and then Maud Pie, and then of course Luna.
Yeah, I think I'll put Maud as mine also. My
Yeah,
6.
Maud's awesome. I can't wait till we get to the Maud Pie episode. Not because we get to talk about it, but just because we get to see it. Maud's friggin' awesome.
Why did you tuck it in?
I have no idea. And then, of course, if I'm gonna add one more to my list.
Cheater.
Well, it's fitting because it's not. It doesn't conform. It's chaotic. It's Discord. He's got to be on that list. He's awesome, and he finally got his own song in season 4.
The
Glass of water.
That mouth animation right there was so weird.
I couldn't believe when I heard this was all done on Flash.
What am I trying to say? You see, this is one thing I can't, I would have, if I was to ever hang out with Twilight, this would be the worst part for me. I hate conforming to rule books and stuff. Yeah.
That'd be driving me crazy. I would literally be taking her book and throwing it out the window. I'm like, trust me, you can have fun without the damn book.
What kind of learner are you?
Kinesthetic. For those of you who don't know what that is, they aren't smart enough, don't read enough books. It means hands-on. Means like you can be shown something and you'll kind of get it. You'll hear something, you may not get it that well. But if you're allowed to do it with your own hands, you learn it great.
I was a little bit of... Yeah, I was a little bit of that one and the showing one.
Visual. There's three, dude. There's kinesthetic, visual, and audio. And
yeah,
ironically enough, I actually am They tested, it was in the language arts class right before Coach's class.
Yeah.
They tested to see what learning styles we learn to respond to best.
Yeah.
Even though I'm blind, apparently audio is not the one I respond to. Audio is the worst one I respond to.
I would imagine so.
Which, yeah, I am visual was second best for me, and number one was kinesthetic.
Yeah, but like when I do like when I buy something and it needs assembling, I do look through the instructions real quick and
Instructions.
I tend to so sometimes I can just do like what's a good thing, what's a good example of
Why are you looking in your book still?
it's not helping you now, is it? What happens when the great and mighty book doesn't have the answer?
I know, right?
Is there a book for that?
There probably is, but I've never had like any kind of debris fall into my home from a storm. The closest I came was way back at the old place I used to live at. Had a swimming pool. Me and my dad were doing some landscaping around there, and we're cutting down a dead tree by the swimming pool.
Yeah.
And Dad cuts at the wrong angle, and like this big chunk of log falls right over the fence into the pool.
Yeah.
And and I was like, Dad, I told you should cut it. He's like, don't worry about it. And instead of him fishing it out with a skimmer, son, he makes me dive down there and play fetch the log.
So did you ever see anything where they point out that I was about to call it a hat.
What?
The book on Rarity's head is blue.
Yeah.
For like when she's looking straight, and then as she turns, it turns to that brown color.
Oh, it does. Cool.
Well, it was just a little animation error.
You see, I like right here is that they're both admitting they're wrong, and it takes a very big person, or in this case, Pony. People have pride. There's no way around it. It's very big of someone to admit when they're wrong. I hate doing it, but I will if I am wrong. And those who can't, man, it's just, you're wrong. Admit it, and things will be better. If you hold it in, things are only going to get worse.
It was Applejack that did it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that has anything to do with
classy
with her episode?
Yeah, I think so. It does. I think so. It does. Yes, I think it does. She learned a bit of humility there. Rarity, I don't know.
Just love the look on Applejack's face, like just before she's about to buck that last piece of log out the window. She's like,
well, I don't think that's so much her being brutish as it is her going on a conditioned muscle reflex. That's what this lady does for a living all day, is kick trees. Actually, that'd be pretty cool to have on your resume. CPA, gotta, landscaping, oh yeah, and I kick trees for a living. Take that tree. This episode feels really short. These last two episodes that we have done have felt incredibly short. We're already near the end here. Well, the other ones, they felt much longer. I don't know if it's just me, or if it actually is the episodes. I'll have to check the time at some point and see,
well, they're all around the same length.
Yeah, I know, but still.
I think you're just getting used to doing this.
Oh, God. I'm getting used to it. And I'm going to point out right now that we have not posted anything. All we've been doing is working on these.
Recording them.
Yeah, I'd like to say working on them because it makes it sound like we're doing something other than sitting on our asses talking into a microphone. I'm literally sitting in a lazy boy. And I have to say, it is the most comfortable lazy boy I've ever had. Because it is the first lazy boy I've ever had. But I love it. It's even got a little slot right between the cushions to hold my sword. Listen to its squeaks of happiness.
I wonder if it will pick up. But
I hope it does. But
that was some bullshit, Twilight.
yeah, really.
You don't need to lie to make them feel better.
No, you don't. I mean, sometimes you gotta lie to some people to make them feel better. Am I fat?
Yes.
No. Can I have that last burger?
No.
Yeah, that's like... Okay, here's a joke I heard on South Park. Why do chicks wear makeup and perfume? Because they're ugly and they stink.
Success. I guess it just the end is what mattered the most.
I don't know.
Because I don't know, having a tree crash into your house.
I don't think that really contribute. It's a tree.
Treeception.
Treeception. Fluttershy would like to be a tree.
She would, wouldn't she?
Indeed, she would. I want to do one more episode.
Too bad.
No. I'll write Celestia about this.
Go ahead. She'll just send you a troll response.
Indeed, she will. Trollestia.
Why are all those books on the ground?
Oh, wow.
Just beat her.
Okay.
Why does she have so many telescopes in her treehouse?
Because that's her claim to fame, you know. Begging your pardon, but it's a big-ass sky. You want to see every star you can. Especially her, which apparently one of her big talents, other than magic, is stargazing.
Wouldn't she just need like 3 on the top or something, or even better? Make it like so that that one can like swirl around the edge, because there's like a ledge that it's on, like, I don't know, maybe have something built where like
They have a crow's nest at the top of your home with one telescope that can go at any angle.
like an observatory where it spins and
exactly.
you can look in every direction. Why do you need so many?
Very true. Alright folks, that's the end of this one. Please subscribe, keep an ear out for more, and adios.
See you next time.